Dear friends, today I'm going to talk about understanding our silences. We need to understand if in a given situation our silence is a weakness or a strength, or a mixture of the two, and much more. Silence is golden, but silence can also mean poverty of thought. Silence is hard work, but silence can also be very easy. Silence is ignorance, but silence can also mean wisdom. Silence is indecision, but silence can also be a decision. Silence is inaction, but silence can also be an action. Silence is a weakness, but silence can also be a strength. Silence is trauma, but silence can also be healing and a therapy. Silence is conspiracy and cruelty, but silence can also be an act of kindness. Silence is a lack of empathy, but silence can also be an understanding. Silence is a lack of confidence, but silence can also mean being self-assured. Silence is creating discomfort and discord, but silence can also mean being at ease with oneself and others. Silence is closing a conversation, but silence can also be allowing others a space to open up. Silence is a manipulation and domination, but silence can also be allowing freedom to others. Silence is death, but silence can also be being truly alive and connecting with our inner self. Silence is a form of detachment, but silence can also be a way of connecting with others. Silencing someone else is sinful, but silencing our own mind can be a virtue. Silence is a sign of our approval of something, but silence can also indicate our disapproval. Silence is the beginning of a storm, but silence can also indicate the ending of a storm. Silence is an admission of our guilt, but silence can also mean being at peace with oneself. Silence is inner disquiet, but silence can also be the inner joy. Silence is bondage, but silence can also be attaining enlightenment. To conclude, silence is the main tool, and the thoughts are secondary. Silence is the main path, and the thoughts are secondary. Silence is the main goal, and the thoughts are secondary. Be mindful of the time when you should break your silence and when you should be silent, as a slightest delay may have the opposite effect. Thank you. This recording was brought to you from Nature Consultancy, based at the Emotions Clinic, Education and Training Centre in Stoke-on-Trent, England. Thank you.